Okay, I'm live.
There we go, we corrected the title. Alright, let me flip the switch. Discord, there we go. What up, homeboys? How you doing, May?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You wanna say hi to the people? I cannot see your chat. I should open your chat. I'm a fool. It's gonna be pretty awkward. Like I already went through that with Nev. Nev invited me to the podcast the other day, and it was like so weird because, we got like it isn't that much. It's like 300 milliseconds of delay, but it really messes with you when you're trying to have like a fast conversation. It really does for context.
I started playing WoW on Wrath of Lich King actually in 2013 on Twin Star, which is now known as Apollo WoW. So I played Wrath of the Lich King as my first ever expansion. It was for...
Twin Star wasn't what it is today back then, right?
It was huge.
Like, it wasn't like what we know of Apollo today.
It had like, I don't know, 20,000 people online.
Yeah, like it's sad what it has become. It's really... I played on Chronos too, and I've always loved the server. Like, back then there was a lot of people and the community more or less was active. Like if you had a problem you would call a GM and they would instantly help you, and now it's like such a shadow of its former self, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's alright, but you got like quite a history with Wrath of the Lich King. So what is it that you like about Paladins?
Do you have a simpler question for me? Like, what do I like about Paladins? Actually, I just released a video today about one trick Paladins can do, and that's bubble heartstone. So, and you got like 4 specs to play, so you can choose from like all the different...
People don't remember this, but back in like 2016, before S1 was famous, he would stream himself like trying to gank. He would like sneak into people in like a molten core raid, one shot somebody because he stole all the gear from the raids because he was the guild master and he like got all the fucking loot. And he was like stacked. He would go to some horde guy in the middle of like Blackrock Mountain. He would one-shot him, and when all the raid was turning on him, he would pop the macro and he would heart away. It was the best thing ever. He had like all his streams were that shit. He was like non-stop trolling. It was great. Like I love bubble heart macros.
Yeah, I've never actually used bubble heart back in the day. So this was like my premiere ever using that. Yeah, I've never known that it's actually a thing. Like you can actually use Hearthstone within the bubble's duration. I didn't know that.
Oh my god! I thought that was the only reason you rolled Paladin. That was the reason I rolled Paladin.
No, the actual reason was
the best.
I saw.
That's a nifty little.
I used to play a warlock and I saw a paladin, but I played a warlock and I was barely able to kill one mob at a time. And so when I was level 26 on my first ever class was warlock, I switched to paladin and I never turned back.
Yeah, I actually had the opposite effect when I started playing in Wrath. Like I tried to level a paladin and it was so slow and boring that I went warlock. Like it wasn't until much later that I got into... How would you say the paladin in...
Do you have enough